Welcome to the first Guerrilla Press of 2018. I am John, joined as always to my left by the talker of talking, Sam. Welcome back to the show, sir.
That's my name now, talker of talking.
Yeah, that's definitely you. It's a new year. We're a couple of the same old fat guys that we were before. Nothing has changed since the last time you guys talked to us. Or heard us, I guess I should say.
They haven't talked to. They
don't talk to us. We just kind of
that cool.
No. But the last time you guys heard us, you probably heard the Dorky Awards celebrating the worst of 2017. Sam, what'd you think of that show? I mean, I really enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it. It was fun. It was very nice having Dan here. Dan, I know you're listening. Say hello.
Yeah.
And I'll say hello to Emily as well.
Yeah, that was fun having both of them in the studio. It was good. I'm glad you guys met and you didn't actually fight. You know, considering he's like Marky of Marks and you're.
No, yeah,
I thought maybe you could have like a throwdown or something.
We're cool.
Yeah, and
like I said, I think of your friends. I have him move to the top.
Oh, okay. Above me?
It's a tough.
Did he pass me?
No, I said of your friends.
Oh, of my friends. I thought.
Yeah.
You're like, well, I have a new friend. John's out.
Yeah. There's a low bar to meet with your friends, but
you know what the best part about editing those episodes was? At one point, I accidentally say your last name.
Oh yeah,
and I had to bleep it out, and I found the loudest fucking bleep thing. So like, all those people that downloaded, they had to hear like Sam, blah, like this loud thing, and then later on in the episode, you say my last name, and I'm like, what the fuck? So I didn't even like bleep that out. So I don't know why we're bleeping out last names at this point.
Nobody cares about you.
Yeah, I guess, but
I'm a published writer.
Oh, God, that's right. You're a professional journalist.
Yeah, I covered a game last night.
That's true, you did. Yeah, that's why you had to watch SmackDown.
I covered the defending 6A state champs in basketball.
What the hell's 6A?
That's the classification, the biggest school classification.
Okay. All right. Well, and I guess that's why you were watching SmackDown so late, sending me notes at 1 a.m. I woke up, I'm like, what the fuck is this?
I have, after I get done writing a story, the adrenaline rush of the story and being on a deadline and everything, I can't fall asleep usually for 2 hours after the story's over until the adrenaline drains out.
Yes. Well, it's definitely, going back to last week, I wrote it down to talk about it later on, but we can just hit on it now. It was a good time. It was definitely fun to do something different and have different people in the studio, and we also were able to record the music challenge, which we'll be dropping in the next few weeks at some point. Got to edit that down a little bit, and that was pretty fun. I don't want to give any spoilers away, but just say that Sam came away a happy man.
Oh, that's not a spoiler.
No, I'm just saying you're happy that you might, happy that you met somebody that was up to the challenge.
That sounds like a spoiler to me.
Happy that you maybe possibly won.
You're not good at doing this non-spoiler tease thing.
I'm a broadcaster. I'm not a
smart.
Smart,
yeah.
Like one of these things. Like earlier, we were just talking about how everything I'm supposed to. I go to say something to Jay Lucky.
Yeah.
I should run by you first.
Yeah, and I'm dumb with women, but I'm not as dumb as you are apparently in the stuff you say. Who says the stupid things you say and expect to get away with it?
I didn't say anything stupid. I just said I didn't find...
No, that's pretty stupid.
I just said I didn't find Julia Roberts attractive.
But for the reasons you said.
Because she doesn't have any physical features that I find attractive.
And then... Oh, you're just an idiot. I seriously can't...
Yeah, because long legs.
Long legs and curly hair just isn't my thing.
That'd be with, saying, you were the chick that has, whatever... a prominent will say, I'm sure we'll just say, you know what, I don't like her because she has a big nose, and you're with a chick with a big nose. You just fucked yourself.
Well, but Julia Roberts is not. I don't think that she's Jay Lucky.
She's not. But you pointed out a specific asset.
I didn't say I hate.
She felt aligned with her assets.
I didn't say I hate that she has long legs and curly hair or something. That's not. I didn't say that. That would be really dumb of me to say. Right? Right? Wouldn't it be dumb? I have to run that by you first. That would be dumb, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But, you're like...
No boobs and having to wear padded bras is maybe another...
I didn't say that. I didn't say, God, I hate that she has to wear padded bras. Have we talked about wrestling at all yet?
No, that's fine.
We're a solid 5 minutes in and we haven't mentioned wrestling.
The Dorky Awards.
Oh, okay. That's our own thing.
And I was going to say, another reason it was great was Jen wasn't in the studio.
Oh,
That's what you said, at least.
I did not say that, no.
You probably did.
No, exactly. I did not. Jen, did you even get to listen to the Dorky Awards at all?
No, but you guys told me all about them.
Oh, okay.
She heard all about it.
Oh, she heard all about it.
She doesn't have to be one of the millions of listeners.
No, you really should go back and listen. And for anybody who's listening to this podcast, if somehow you have not listened to the Dorky Awards, please go back and give it a listen. I have to say, I feel a sense of pride.
Labor,
from that. Yeah,
love.
Well, first of all, it was our most produced episode with all the audio clips and everything that went into it. But I would say go back and give it a listen. Very proud of that episode. So that's all. So let's jump into this week in wrestling. We had the New Year's edition of Raw and the day after New Year's edition of SmackDown. So the big news on Monday night, or big happening Monday night, was that Roman retained his IC title over Samoa Joe in a clean finish.
What you think is the biggest news?
Well, I shouldn't. Well, it was big. It was just that it was a clean win over Joe, and it just makes me wonder, like, are we?
Why wouldn't it be clean?
Well, can we continue to just fuck Joe over?
It's not fucking Joe. It was a good match, by the way.
It was. It was a really. I mean, obviously, it's match of the year so far.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah,
3 days in or whatever.
In on Raw.
Yeah, I guess.
But yeah, no, I don't think it's screwing Joe over at all. I mean, you're getting the rub from Roman freaking Reigns.
Joe doesn't need a rub at this point.
No, he does. Roman
He's
Reigns
not
is
Kurt Hawkins.
Is the top wrestler in the world today.
No, Shane McMahon.
Top wrestler again. Raw.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Ben, can we I know we talked. Can we for once start having a wrestler's secondary move once in a while in the match? Have the second Superman. I know they want to say, oh, 2 Superman punches didn't take him down, but when you do that with every single guy, it loses we watch every week, jackasses. You know.
Yeah, the number of secondary moves that don't end matches drives me crazy. You can go through them. The Blue Thunder Bomb.
It's just everybody.
The calf crusher. Nobody taps out to the calf crusher.
Right. It's just once in a blue moon somebody loses to one of these things, but they're a lesser guy.
Right. Yeah. You're not going to beat Samoa Joe with the Samoan drop, which is funny. Yeah. I wanted to put a tweet out that any drop that's done in this match is a Samoan drop,
like a back body drop,
an atomic drop. They're all just Samoan drops. Do you get it? Because it was Samoa Joe against Joe the Samoan.
Yes. I know. What did I sent something to you last night or the other night or Monday night or something I was mad about that they said it again. They used the damn game reference. Who was it for? Over a very game. They said
yeah, it was. Somebody was really game. I don't remember who it was, but yeah, you're right. They keep using this somebody's very game when they lose, and it's like,
again, you keep saying the same, use it there, even use it different terminology. That's fine. Look, Michael Cole, you son of a bitch. I'm just getting tired of hearing that. Over a very game, okay, yeah, it was a good match, or hard fought, or or just hey, he lost. But yeah, the match was good. I don't think at this point it really hurts Joe. Joe, to me, they could do monstrous things with him. He's a way better with a mic than Roman Reigns is. He's way more physical in the ring, more believable.
How about in that backstage segment when he told Renee Young that Dean Ambrose is collecting his wife's checks or whatever? So good. Oh, Joe's so good. You know what I'm really bummed about with Samoa Joe?
He's fat, so...
Well, and that's great.
Well, you typically don't like that, though.
I don't, but I love it on Joe. I'm telling you, and I've said it for weeks now, Joe is by far my favorite wrestler on the roster. Just everything about him, his physique makes me think that I could do this.
Fat guy.
I do. I love his music.
Then why? What's wrong with him with Baron Corbin? Because he's not fat enough.
No, Baron Corbin. No, but Samoa Joe has a history of being good. The only thing I don't like about him is that I can't do his thing that he does with his hand.
What, the thing with this? What?
Oh, you can do it too.
What?
I can't do it. If I put my hand...
Oh, you have one of those hands?
I have one of those stupid hands.
Yeah, when you move some fingers, it connects to the other ones.
I can do it.
When you told me the other week you couldn't do the Samoa Joe, it's like a Samoan or Hawaiian thing, kind of, basically.
Oh, but look, as soon as I let go, my ring finger goes bloop. I can't.
That's so freaking weird.
Mine, I just do it and it's just...
Yeah.
Now she has free hand. Look at that. That's really up. Yours, your pinky still bends.
Yeah, well, I can straighten it.
No, but look, your ring finger goes up when you...
Yeah, but I can...
see, hers, she can
But I can control mine.
Yeah, her digits are super long.
Yeah,
so it's really
crazy. Oh, by the way, if you're listening on the radio here,
it makes no sense.
You makes fun. The thing that Samoa Joe does. Is it Samoans or Hawaiians do? It's
he gets in the ring and he goes to the camera and he does the hand motion or whatever.
Yeah, there's probably a thing for it. And idiot John over here can't do it because his body doesn't work right.
The thing is, though, I can do all this other shit with my... Like, I can do that Vulcan thing, and I can, like... Go,
but it's your third and fourth digit that are connected.
They're connected. But it's like I have webbed fingers.
Yeah, you probably did.
Let's move on. So, do we think that Roman is going to lose that title soon so he can ramp up to the Brock feud? He's going to have to, right?
Yeah.
They're not going to do champion versus champion at Mania.
I could see him dropping it to Joe still.
Joe, or maybe even The Miz, because The Miz is coming back next week.
Oh, that's what I really wanted to talk about.
Okay.
Thank you for segueing to that, even though it probably wasn't.
It's not on here.
Even though it's like the biggest news. The Miz was the best of 2017, and he won the Rolling Stone Award.
He did, I saw that.
So it was pretty cool. Yeah, I'm pumped. I don't know what they're going to do with him. They could do anything, and he's going to make it work. Does Mizraj go back to him? Do they have a falling out? Do they stay with Elias? Does Elias turn face on the Miz? Could be set up.
Oh, yeah,
Do they send Miz to go face? Which I hope they don't, because he's better as heel. Even though he's getting a lot of cheers.
He does heel stuff, but gets cheered. Speaking of the Miz, if you guys have not, and I know you haven't, Sam, check out that WWE Network show they just put out. It's called Photo Shoot, where they sit a wrestler down and they look at old photos, and they're just random. It supposedly is not planned out, but who knows? Because it's called Photo Shoot, as if it's a shoot.
Oh, okay.
And like Miz, the 2 episodes I watched were Miz and Cesaro, and they just show pictures of like their entire career. So yeah, there actually are old pictures of Maurice, because they show from when he met her in the Diva Search back in 2008 or whatever the hell it was. So yeah, old pictures of Maurice. But yeah, it's pretty cool because they actually just sit and talk about the pictures that they show on the screen. I don't know.
Michael Mizanin.
Yeah, Mizanin. All right, so let's move on. Balor and Good Brothers.
Let's not move on. Miz.
What?
What do you think Miz is going to do at Mania? Let's think ahead.
It's too early, but...
Too early? We have the Rumble on the horizon, and Rumble leads to Mania.
What if The Miz wins the Rumble?
No, they'll never let somebody like The Miz win the Rumble.
We got to get into who we think is going to win the Rumble, too, at some point. I mean, we're still like 3 weeks away, so we can get into our picks and everything. Kevin
Owens. I told you it before, so I'm going to stick with.
Oh, see, that was one of my picks, too. I had heard rumors of Nakamura. And do an AJ Nakamura.
Yeah, I heard that a while that was going to be a match, but I feel like they've kind of like Nakamura's kind of fallen off, and they just he hasn't had the matches. I feel he's capable of having.
They've completely fucked on. The only reason they might not do Owens is because they've already done AJ and Owens to death.
Right. I mean, they're still doing it right now, kind of. But,
yeah.
Anyway, we all know that it's going to end up. Daniel Bryan's getting back in the ring.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I think Shane, Daniel Bryan.
I think so too. Yeah, I think that's the best way to do it because Shane is the best wrestler in the world.
Yeah,
so he can take
deserves
care
a high profile
Bryan.
match,
yeah.
And then you have to have Triple H in a high profile match, Steph in a high profile match. So Steph Rousey, and Steph beats Rousey.
Oh my
Even
God.
though Rousey was a professional fighter, Steph destroys her.
Maybe that should be a special episode that we record or something where we both come up with our like ridiculous fantasy WrestleMania 34 card and see how many we can get right. Because,
I don't know if I would say ridiculous fantasy.
These are pretty ridiculous.
I mean, I'm not going way out there. Steph Rousey is possible. There at least could be involved in the same match. Now, if you want me to go way out there, then now I'm floating out there like Hogan Cena.
Yes, okay, yeah, that is a little bit ridiculous.
Raw 25 show, the rumor is that's when his opponent will be revealed, but I don't see how that could be because Rumble... He announced for the Rumble, and the Rumble's after Raw 25, right?
Yeah.
So I think that was a bunch of bullshit that they're going to announce it at Raw 25. Maybe they'll do some foreshadowing of it then.
By the way, next week you and I are going to make our picks for who all we think will show up on Raw 25.
Didn't we do that when we were back on our own network? We did like a episode like who will show up at
show up for something, and we both did it. And I think we ended up tying or something.
Yeah,
so
we each got one right or something. Yeah.
But yeah, we're going to do where we each pick like a draft.
Okay.
And we'll draft our teams of who we think is going to show up, and then that way we don't pick the same guys.
Right.
And then whoever has the least has to do some kind of punishment.
Yeah.
Like,
didn't we have a punishment bet the other week?
I don't know. I feel like there's only been one punishment, and I took the hot sauce.
But we made, I thought, another punishment bet. I wonder if it was around the music challenge.
Oh, it might have been.
I can't remember. Anyway, all right.
Okay, so Balor and Good Brothers, also known as the Bullet Club outside WWE, do you think this is an actual thing, or do you think that was kind of like a one-off? There's no way, in my opinion.
It's something for Balor to do, while right now they really don't have much for him to do.
Yeah, but do you really see the WWE, like Vince, being like, okay, let's put him together as a... Because he doesn't want people to, like...
Yeah, but obviously
You don't acknowledge the competition.
It's not though. I mean, it's called the Balor Club, so obviously he's not worried about that. And he has everybody's doing AJ does the Too Sweet still.
So you think that they actually be? I guess that's what I'm asking. You think they'll actually be together for a while, like a mini faction, or just like?
I think they could be. I think that it gives something too for the Good Brothers to do.
Oh, absolutely.
As well,
it elevates them,
and hopefully after their freaking stupid matches they've been having for a while, and like you said, they need credible people in the tag division. So maybe the good, and it's weird because did that just instantly turn them face?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Balor is like untouchable; like he can't do any wrong by the fans.
Right. So now, now they have another face tag team at least.
That's good because, see, I don't know. I just don't know. I don't think that, in my opinion, it's probably a one-off or like a really short-lived thing. Because
it could be short-lived.
Once they have something for Balor to do,
I think it'll be more than a one-night thing. Is what I'm saying.
All right. Well, we'll see. I wanted to ask you about switching to the women real quick. So Asuka beat Alexa Bliss clean on Monday night. Do you think that's
tapped
too
out
soon?
Too?
Is that too soon for your champion to lose like that?
I felt it was, and it annoys me. This whole like they do this a lot, and it seems to run in like it happens a lot at the same time. Like these non-title wins,
yeah,
where like it was non-title win, so they don't get the title. Like, but I don't know. I would rather have them if they're going to do a non-title win. Don't have it be clean. Now she doesn't have to cheat because she's a face,
right?
But have it be where there's some, distraction or something.
Win by DQ or something,
or even have like, absolution come down,
right?
And screw over since they're against everybody. Kind of screw over Alexa Bliss,
right?
Or distract her, or she gets distracted, something like that. And to have her tap of all things too.
I know it really made her look weak, and I guess that's the point. Is Alexa is the chicken shit heel, but still to have her lose, she's supposed to be able to find ways to win those type of matches.
Yeah, I didn't like them giving that. I didn't even like them. I know they said WrestleMania caliber, and I don't know about that, but whatever.
It's not gonna carry it away.
But and then give it away, kind of. I would have liked to see Asuka maintain her streak, but not get the victory that way.
Yeah, for me, a DQ victory or something like that, or Alexa just walks away. She's done that before, where she just leaves and lose by count.
Or even if they did their stupid roll up that they do all the time.
Yeah, that's true. They could have done that.
Yeah.
So let's talk about something, and let's bring in our female correspondent in the room. It's not on the paper.
We have to throw a pen at her.
We have to. Yeah, she's Facebooking. We have to talk about how much makeup these fucking women are wearing on Raw.
They're on notice? TV. No, I didn't.
No, it's like in the last few weeks, man. Yeah. It's been really, really.
I'm cool with it.
You're cool with it.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're doing their contouring, is what it's called, but they're doing their contouring and making their faces look weird. Like Alexa looked way older.
Yeah, they're looking like old. Like they have like
and Nia looked weird. Like her face was.
She's trying to get Enzo right now.
No, but the way they did her makeup, the shape of her face looked odd.
I don't notice these things.
Oh, I noticed it right away, and I'm not even doing it like.
Maybe it's because you flip back and forth between your TV that makes everybody fatter and look different.
My non-HD TV and my HD. Seriously. I guess you say you didn't notice, but you should really look, especially like looking at SmackDown too.
When I'm watching Raw, I'm not looking at whose makeup is done how.
It's not.
Like,
you don't have to look for
so and so looks different.
No, you don't have to look for it. It's so obvious. On SmackDown, they had
maybe
was Natalia.
Now you see things through a woman's eye.
Where's maybe?
Except you don't know how to talk to them.
I don't know how to talk to them, but I know how to look at their faces.
Yeah.
Because we seriously noticed it with Carmella, big time, right? The other day. Because she looked like something's up with her grill.
Her face was jacked.
Yeah.
I saw it again.
Like they wear so much makeup.
Anything different.
Oh, jeez.
So you're saying you think they changed makeup artists?
Or they something's up. There's either a lot more makeup or they're getting like Botox weekly or something. Their faces look like just plastic. It's just...
That's just Charlotte.
Yeah, Charlotte needs to calm down.
I can't even handle watching her talking.
Yeah, she needs to just calm down
a
little bit. You like all that...
Do whatever you need to do.
Yeah, she doesn't look better.
This is Rick's daughter, though.
It's TV.
Yeah, but Charlotte doesn't
you gotta wear makeup. Men wear makeup on TV. So why shouldn't... If men don't normally, I'll say normally wear makeup, because I've seen a lot of men lately that were wearing makeup, but whatever. I'll say men normally don't wear makeup. On TV, they wear a lot of makeup. So if women who in real life normally wear makeup, now they're on TV, they even need more makeup. Theory solved, debunked.
Debunked? It's not debunked.
I don't know.
Just like going a little above and beyond.
It's just a little too much. And I feel like it's been just in the last few weeks, and maybe we just started noticing it because Paige came back and she's the queen of makeup.
Here you go with your Paige.
It fucking looks like the Joker out there with her, like,
that's
super
her
white
look against the black hair.
Too much, man.
It's a Vinnie Mac. Vinnie Mac wants it that way.
It takes a lot for him to talk bad about her because he loves Paige.
Yeah, and it's just...
doesn't love Paige.
No, he loves Paige. You said who doesn't love Paige?
No, he said I don't love Paige.
Oh, no, he loves Paige.
He does not.
He had like a Paige obsession for a while.
I don't know how. He's, I don't like anything with pale skin or too much pigment, too little pigment. And he's always like, her ass is too flat.
Her ass is kind of flat, though. I will admit that. Something about... Come on, let's talk about wrestling.
You're the one that brought up...
Yeah, makeup. I wasn't talking about flat asses.
You're talking about physical appearance.
And you always
go and you're going to throw a rundown later on, I know, too.
Oh, I definitely... It's down near the bottom there.
Talk about small boobs.
This is why you shouldn't talk to women.
I don't talk to women. I have one. That's all.
You shouldn't open your mouth.
You feel like you shouldn't even talk to her.
I'm not even sure how to talk to me.
No, you're not good.
So Brock and Kane, the pull apart brawl at the end. I'm tired
with Brock too. It seems like they do it all the time.
It's he did it with Samoa Joe. He did it with the Undertaker. I remember he did it with Cena when they had that too. Yeah. It's like they're just
rehashing it all, and because he comes in so rarely, you almost forget about it. But and then
to think that he would need
Kane,
to do
I was surprised
Kane.
I guess did the whole choke slam so he could sit up and do his laugh like he did the Undertaker.
Yeah, and that I didn't like either. Like, what I hate when
did you want him to sell a 50-year-old Kane choke slam for 5 minutes?
I don't want him to do the same shtick that he did against the Undertaker.
Well, it wasn't the same. It was during the match that he did against Undertaker.
But I also don't like when they say, "Oh, he sat up like Kane." No, he sat up like the Undertaker, who Kane sits up like. Undertaker sits up.
This is his brother.
Come on.
Hey, don't make me bring up how stupid you are with your damn Son of Kane angle.
No, the Son of Kane. If Son of Kane came out right now and could whoop Brock Lesnar's ass, I would be so into this storyline.
Oh, God,
like
Son
they're doing a
of
pull
Kane.
apart brawl.
I apologize for anybody listening to this.
They're doing the pull apart brawl, and suddenly fire goes out from the.
They don't do fire anymore.
No, but for Son of Kane they would because this angle is hot, baby. It would just have flames come out and the old organ like. And maybe even like the version with Finger 11 where they're like to all the world gone and then Son of Kane comes out and he's all like menacing.
Yeah, that was back when they had like bands do the music and words. Yeah,
which you might learn.
Who do you think if you had to pick you don't know probably any wrestlers like out there right now?
What?
Like you need to cast somebody as Son of Kane.
Son of Kane.
Would you even though it wouldn't work at this point, but would you recast Baron Corbin as Son of Kane?
No, he's not built enough. I need I need like a big menacing monster. Yeah, I need like a big.
Because Baron Corbin's probably as tall as him.
I need that guy that's in NXT. That the fuck is his name? I'm sure Dan knows.
Yeah, we should have Dan here.
Yeah, it's that big fuck.
You're trying to say Dan's better than Sam?
No, he's better. Dan's better than me.
What was he? Is you talking about the guy with the beard?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know who that is.
And he wears just the red trunks or whatever, and he's huge and menacing, and he's not really
Bram,
something like
from
that.
TNA. I don't know if that's who you're thinking of.
Yeah, but anyways, I need somebody like that. That's just like huge and menacing, and when you put a mask and long hair on him, like you're not gonna know, like it's just gonna kick some ass. Anyways,
Killing Dane.
No, not Killian Dane. He's the big hairy guy.
His hairy.
Oh God! Now you're running down men with hair. Now I
feel
I'm
not running down men with hair.
Yes, you are.
Men with hair and women with small boobs. You all are a bunch of shit to me.
God, you just make people feel bad about their appearance all the time to the point where you cry.
Yes, because I'm a perfect specimen. That's what it is.
I may have confused. Is it this? No, this was the guy. He actually wouldn't be in WWE. Bram was married to Charlotte Flair.
No.
He's from TNA,
Lars Sullivan. Lars Sullivan. That's who it is. That's his name. He could come in it. Now, he doesn't look it when you look at his pictures, but if you put the mask and the long hair on him, he
that's a different guy. That's not the guy I was thinking of.
Yeah, no, Lars Sullivan can absolutely pull it off because he has...
Build height is only 6'3", though.
Oh, really?
Which means he's probably only like 6'1".
Oh, so maybe not. But anyways, Son of Kane, if he came out...
We're going to have to figure out a casting for Son of Kane.
And he just wears like... It doesn't have to be like the old Kane look. It could be some new like badass Kane look.
I can't believe we've talked about Son of Kane angle on 2 separate episodes. I brought it up this time, so I guess it's my fault. But,
yeah, it is your fault. Okay, so let's talk about it. We touched on it earlier. The SmackDown main event this week was about it again was Shane and Daniel Bryan, and Shane with his superhuman powers was able to knock down Kevin Owens at the end of the match, and now we're gonna have a crazy fucking title match at the Royal Rumble: AJ versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens.
I wonder what happens there.
The fuck? Yeah, I don't quite understand that. So you were saying that if Sami Zayn or Kevin Owens win, it's whoever pins him will get the belt, because WWE would never have a code.
No, they would. Whoever has it would be the actual champ, but they might do an angle where like we're both the champ. They've done that a million times. We're both the champs, like,
right? I still think AJ's
that could
win.
set up their breakup, because like we talked about when we were talking with Ace and Bro about where this all leads, which could be to come all full circle, depending on how the amount of time, to going back to another Zayn Owens feud, and which it's already been foreshadowed, kind of like the other night. Again, Owens is like, my best friend, Sami Zayn.
Yeah. That was the note that you texted me at 1 a.m.
Yeah.
I woke up and I was like, I don't understand what he's talking about.
Yeah,
I didn't hear the phone go off last night at 1.
You should understand.
I did not hear that. And Sam was texting us notes for the podcast at 1 a.m. last night.
So the authors of pain are still a thing?
They are. I was just saying that the other day. When the fuck are they going to get called up?
I don't think ever.
They've been down there for like 2 years. They are really green.
And that one time they killed that guy?
They did kill somebody, so I guess that has something to do with it. Are we watching America's Funniest Home Videos?
All new trampoline edition, it says.
Is that seriously what we're watching? I mean, I know we needed like mindless stuff, but give me a break. I didn't realize this was still a thing.
I needed something I could watch without words. I just scrolled and I was like, oh look.
Jeez. Holy moly.
Maybe they recast one of the authors of Pain as Son of Kane, even though they're bulkier.
I feel like you're just patronizing me now at this point.
So I finally get it, like the angle.
I mean, you're into it, but you were so against it before.
I'm against it, but I can see it's dumb enough something Vince could do. Like, well, where do we do now? He's like,
it's not stupid. Like, it's not stupid at all.
Tag team, Son of Undertaker.
There's a million
Son
like
of Kane.
Second and third generation.
I feel like it'd
wrestlers.
be exactly like a soap opera like type angle, but which I like soap operas. But they would do an angle: Son of Undertaker, Son of Kane, Son of Paul Bearer.
Oh my God! See, you take the angle into ridiculous town. I'm cemented in reality, and you're sitting there like, whoa, the daughter of Paul Bearer.
You said he'd be called Son of Kane too. Son of Kane.
I think that's kind of cool.
He wouldn't have a name. Like they
could eventually have a name.
Do something like biblically, like look up what like
they could.
Kane's
they
biblical
could, but
sons,
like at the beginning, like he's just it's more like ominous and scary. Kane is the only legitimately like mystical, scary thing left.
Mystical.
All right, mystical is not the right word, but horror type, horror thing left, and like to keep that kind of thing going, I think is not that stupid.
If you're listening, Vince, my friend wants Son of Kane.
I would love Son of Kane. I think it's a really good angle. I'll write it for you.
God, if Son of Kane happens, I'm almost going to think these idiots have to be listening to our show.
Well, we got a lot of downloads last week, and we could have been the WWE officials.
This episode's got to be big. So let's talk about things like Son of Kane.
Yeah, let's wow our new listeners with Son of Kane. Don't tune out yet. There's more to come.
Right, so the SmackDown main event, we covered that. You won your next topic, the U.S. title tournament. So this kind of ties in, though. What's going to go down? What does this lead to with Dolph? Does he come back and be like, "No, I want to challenge you for it"?
Well, I think that Dolph comes back and says, "Wait, I never gave up the title." Something like that, like where he just says, "I never gave up my title. It's my title," and then that. So him and Bobby Roode then fight over whose actual title it is.
Dolph wins the Rumble.
Oh my God! Don't you dare!
That's
ridiculous. No.
Why?
No, that's terrible.
He puts on a great performance in the Rumble and wins the Rumble, and the house comes down in Philly.
The house comes down.
Yeah.
Only if he eliminates Roman Reigns does the house come down.
It's possible.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You don't like Dolph.
Dolph's no longer believe. They've fucking ruined him so many years in a row.
Title.
Who hasn't?
You? Son of Kane?
Son of Kane has not yet won a title, and he doesn't need titles because he's ominous and horrific.
U.S. title tournament, yeah, this could go. I mean, they could go.
So who's
Rude,
left? We have
Corbin.
Yeah, we have Corbin, Rude, Xavier Woods, Mojo Rawley, and Zack Ryder.
Right, and I mean, you would think Mojo goes over again over Ryder. That they won't trade the win at this point unless they want that feud to go longer. If they want that feud to go longer, Ryder's going to upset Rawley here, and then Ryder will do the job to Bobby Roode, and then Bobby Roode
it might look better if
would
he
be in the
loses.
finals.
Yeah.
Against probably Baron Corbin.
It's got to be Baron Corbin.
Yeah.
There's no fucking way that it's going to be Xavier Woods versus Bobby Roode.
Yeah, probably not. So, and then they could have the blow-off match, maybe Mojo go over at Rumble.
It would be kind of like shitty.
I don't see them getting a match at Rumble, those two. That might be like a next episode of SmackDown.
Well, we can't continue to put people in non-Rumble matches at the Rumble.
Because the two Rumble matches, which we're going to talk about, are going to take up a lot of time.
Yeah,
Rumble might be 7 hours long, though. Still be 7 hours long.
It's already going to be 4. I mean, it's ridiculous. Yeah. I think it would be kind of lame, and I think it's going to happen if it ends up being Roode and Corbin in the finals for this thing. They should have just said, all right, Dolph gave up the title. Let's let these two guys fight.
True. That's the only reason I think it may not be. But of the two, I mean, which one will get upset? Corbin and Xavier Woods take on Bobby Roode?
Maybe, but even that is kind of lame. Unless you want Xavier Woods to win the title and that starts to finally break up the New Day.
Yeah.
That could be something. I mean, these are all angles that we wish and hope like we look too deep into.
Yeah,
and they don't do this kind of deep shit anymore. They have
do.
shareholders to worry about. They don't care about us.
Yeah, that's true.
We're the only ones that care about us. We're the only ones coming up with interesting, deep angles like the Son of Kane.
For the wrestling dorks.
Exactly. Nobody. All right. So my big concern with this Women's Rumble, and Jay Lucky and I were talking about it last night, there's not enough women for this Rumble.
There's women all over the world. They'll bring some in. They may even bring in some women from the show I was at this past week that we'll talk about.
Which we will get to. But they're going to have to bring in NXT women. They announced a bunch of entrants into the Rumble last night, and they're up to 15 official women in the Rumble. Now, obviously, Bliss and Charlotte are not going to be in it.
They say. I mean, there could be a whole bunch of one-offs, past divas / women wrestlers, or they could bring in a bunch of popular, known indie females for one shot.
They could bring in some NXT chick. I guess if you count NXT women, they could bring up Peyton Royce and Kairi Sane and all those girls. So they probably will have enough that if you have 3 or 4 surprise entrants,
right? I guess Mae Young's probably not going to happen. Moolah, probably not going to happen.
These are terrible things you're saying.
No,
you're mentioning dead women.
Vince probably, if he could do it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She mentioned China.
China died young, so I find that wrong. Mae and Moolah had good lives, long lives. She's terrible.
She is terrible.
She's terrible.
Yeah. See, she mentioned China the other night for some reason.
Because I was saying, what about Trish and Lita, and then I said, well, I guess, and I was thinking of like the women that I used to watch, like I really enjoyed watching, and then I was like, oh, and I guess not China, but I wasn't like. I was like,
well, that's terrible.
Rude, but I just
you are a terrible person. It's that simple.
I saw that somebody put out a tweet that they're concerned that the women won't be able to eliminate over the top rope because they're not tall enough.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Was it Road Dogg or somebody put out a tweet, or Road Dogg maybe refuted it?
Yeah.
He was involved in the conversation either way. I'm sorry they don't know enough details.
They would lower the ropes for him.
But they said something about it's going to have to be a lot of crazy spots to get them to go over the top, rather than just
because
you can't do the clothesline thing,
which happens a lot.
Happens all the time. Which I guess I get that.
Women are lighter; they can toss each other around.
I guess.
Yeah, that's a good point. A lot of them are barely over 5 feet tall.
Because like that Kairi Sane, the Asian chick that's in NXT, she's really good, but she's like 4'11".
They'll probably do a lot of where they grab you by the tights and just throw you over, on the Royal Rumble video game, how they throw everybody out.
Yeah, it's true.
There was a hip toss where they jump, or so
it could be something like that. I'm intrigued to see the Rumble. I'm just really bummed that we're gonna have to watch and sit through 2 Rumbles
because you hate the women.
Because I hate women so much.
Don't know how to talk to them.
Yeah.
So 30. They're doing a full. They're not. And I saw a thing that said there are no rule. Like we're saying, no rule changes. The ropes aren't coming down.
Yeah,
it's over the top still.
I agree with that. It's fine. I'm more concerned with not the actual match. I'm just sitting through the men's rumble is, it's not that it's bad. It's just that you're exhausted by the end of it. You're not ready to watch another one.
The men's is going to be at the end.
Yeah, I know, but you're not ready to watch another one. It's
probably than the women's.
Yeah, I hear you.
I don't think they're going to have. Although the women will have the same time frame in between. Who knows? They could change it all up, and we won't even really know. They could shave a couple seconds off each entrance.
I think they do that every year anyway. Some years it's like a minute 30. Some years it's like a minute 40. I hope that they open the show with the women's rumble, give us a couple matches, and then do the men's.
I'm sure that's what
I don't want to watch.
Positive, yeah. It's not going to go rumble.
That would be awful if they did that. That would be bad planning. Bad planning.
They won't. They're smarter than you.
All right, so buddy, talk to me about Saturday night.
Yes, Saturday night.
ACW, baby.
ACW show in Reading.
I was not unable to go, but you talked to us.
You're a terrible human.
No, I'm a good human.
No,
that's
you're
why.
A terrible human. Anyway, so friend of the show, Shane Ace Capenza, did come through on his promises, and he won the Tri-State ACW Championship with the Taz Mission. As he told us on the show, one of his favorite wrestlers and one of the guys that he patterned himself after.
He wouldn't tell us his finisher. Was that do you think that's his finisher though? He actually used it.
That's what it looks like he'd be using right now.
That's
probably.
pretty cool. Yeah.
Right. Bro, unfortunately, was defeated.
Really,
and lost the ACW Championship to the wrestler of the Millennium, Louis G. Rich. It was not clean. On the third fall, a new, I believe, debuting wrestler it was, came down to the ring and put Bro in a Lex Luger torture rack.
Wow.
For a while. And then did the Ryback, where he, you did how Ryback had him up?
Yeah.
He didn't have the leg hooked or anything, Ryback, or the fisherman's hook, but he had him in the torture rack and then did a run and dropped him backwards.
Wow.
And then he put the wrestler of the Millennium, Louis G. Rich, Millennium, over top of him and got the 3 count. So I know at the next show in February, Ace is giving a rematch to Gotti. I don't know if Bro's getting a rematch right away, but it was fun.
You said it was high production value. You liked it.
Yeah, they had the lights dim properly. They had almost not an actual Titantron, but they had a thing that projected wrestlers' images and names up on a thing.
Oh wow, that's cool.
And the entrance music sounded good. The speakers they were at a venue that does music, so that probably helped. The only thing that sucked was how high the ceiling is there with the ring. If you were had any height, if you were a wrestler of my size, even you went to the top rope, you really just had to jump straight down and angle yourself down.
Oh, okay.
Or you would kill yourself on the ceiling.
And you said the show was definitely not for kids. You think they were allowed, but not?
Yeah, kids are allowed, but it's all depending on your parenting style. If curse words bother you, then you don't want your kids to hear them, then you won't take them. But
because there's another show in February, right?
Yeah, they're not. That's what I said. The next show's in February. Daphne was there. She was the GM for the night.
Oh, cool.
The next show is Jessica Havoc is going to be there, and she, I would say, would be a potential surprise entrant in the WWE Rumble, but she wrestled in TNA. Apparently, she was all set, ready to go to WWE, and people had dug up some tweets she had sent a while back that were, I'll just say, pretty racist, I guess.
Oh God!
And so she kind of lost her WWE chance. She had a tryouts. She's pretty good, but she'll be on this next show.
How were the women matches? Were they good?
Oh, Tess Valentine.
They're big into it.
Yeah, Tess Valentine and Penelope Ford had what I thought was a really good back and forth match. Well worked. It was a dusty finish. So basically, they had given the title to Penelope Ford, and then Daphne came out and reversed the decision because she had cheated. They restarted the match, and Tess Valentine beat her. Her finisher's basically she gets you up in a fireman's carry, and then finishes you with a driver type finisher. So it's pretty cool for in WWE you're not seeing a ton of women do that type of finisher, but so it was a strong work match.
Cool, yeah.
Penelope Ford played good roles like a heel, like almost if you're trying to think about it, I'll for the viewers out there, like a Carmella type maybe, type of heel, and yeah, it was a good match. The show, overall, was pretty good, especially for a local indie show. Production value strong. My one complaint was, dude, fucking reverb. This place they're at. The last indie show we went to was at a fire company, and I was getting mixed drinks for like $3 with like Tito's in it.
Yeah.
12-ounce PBR draft. $4.
Oh my god.
Bottle of Corona was $5. I was like,
for a freaking wrestling show, do they not realize like who their audience is?
Right. And so like, I was miffed by that. I'm like, why don't they make like the PBR at least something special? I mean, like $2.50, and you probably would have sold double what you sold and made more money.
Made more money off of it. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. But no, I'm glad to hear that there's like, I mean, I like that. Again, in the Northeast, we know this is a hotbed for wrestling up here, and nothing up here is hot right now. It's like freaking 4 degrees outside. It's ridiculous.
It's a cold snap.
But like,
something hot.
It's good to hear that. What is that? Enzo and Nia and
It's leopard print, both of them.
That's pretty hot.
Nice.
Yeah.
How you doing? I liked Gulak, by the way, reading off.
Oh my god, I love when he's like, "This can't be
funny.
right."
Yeah,
cup of haters.
Yeah, and he's like, "Couple of haters." Yeah, that was really good.
No, but I was just gonna say it's good to hear that because we've had a relationship with RCW,
right,
and now we have ACW, and it's just good to have a couple.
All the CWs, we're getting WCW.
I don't want to say like rival promotions because I don't know if they're rivals, but it's good to hear or good to see that there's wrestling around here, and pretty much any given month around here we can go to 1 or 2 shows and.
Yeah, there was, they did kind of similar with RCW where they did an intermission and all the wrestlers came out and took pictures.
That's awesome.
There's a guy that I think could have, he's young enough and got the look where he could have a future down the road. I don't know how long he's been doing it. His name is, it's the Rising Star, I believe Rob Lloyd, and I'll double check that right now. I think it's.
Are you trying to say that our buddy Ace does not have a future?
No.
I hear what you're saying. I'm reading between the lines.
I know. I'm saying another person I've spotted that has potential because
Ace, when you make it to the WWE, I'm going to go back to this episode and be like, Sam picked out one guy from the show.
Gee, who is there cheering on?
Who couldn't be there? I couldn't. I was in fucking Conestoga.
No,
I was in Conestoga.
No, you weren't dead.
Yeah, I was like an hour and a half away.
No.
A bocce tournament?
That would be an excuse.
See, that was your shitty
Were you at a
excuse.
company picnic?
I was at Christmas with my family.
That's not Christmas. December 30th is not Christmas.
Christmas with my family was on December 30th. That trumps any bocce tournament.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, I'm sorry.
It certainly doesn't.
No.
I was there supporting my friend, unlike you, my friend. Anyway.
So sorry, Ace. Sam does not believe in your abilities. I knew you were going to win the Tri-State Championship. Sam had his doubts the entire time.
You're a maroon. Anyway, Rob Lloyd has kind of almost like an edge-like look to him with his hair. He's probably
there's why you liked
6'2", 6'3".
Yeah.
He has like the look. He has time. He'd have to, obviously work out more and more to be.
Could he be Son of Kane?
No, he could be Son of Kane. He's not.
Well,
although if he wears lifts, he cannot be Son of Kane.
Well, if you want to make it in the WWE at this point, the only good storyline that's going is Son of Kane. So, do you want to hit up with a speed round? You know what sucks is we don't have the music thing anymore. Now that we did the music challenge, I can't really challenge you on musics.
Oh, why is that? Spoiler number.
Because you already lost to Dan so hard.
You're so bad.
Well, also this episode is taking on water, so I don't need to add on more shit for you to... We'll bring up something else for you to challenge.
Yeah, so now it's a fit. So we're basically just telling them that...
No, you did not. No, I'm not saying whether you won or lost. I'm just saying it was a good, fair fight.
Why wouldn't you have told me ahead of time, like, hey, pretend one way or the other, like, opposite of me?
No, I'm just saying, I don't have a music game for you because I already blew all my music songs that are my playlist.
I think we should start having it be a recurring thing where we start having our audience, since we now have this vast, large audience, where somebody on Twitter reaches out to us during the week where we pick one of the people and, we set up somebody that has the time and They call in and we do a challenge.
We could try that. I mean, that'd be tough to do, but yeah, we could try it. Because playing the song for them on the phone while you're not in the room,
we'd have to change the format of it.
All right. Well,
they wouldn't trust that I'm not in the room, is what you're saying?
Well, I wouldn't trust anything involved with you.
Oh, you're the worst.
Dude, by the way, do you know, I know the music challenge hasn't come out yet, but you know how hard that was to operate? Like, I was hitting, like, pause and play and record and stop.
Because you're stupid.
And writing things down at the same time. No, because
you had to use my phone as a stopwatch because you were like, we're going to do a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
I told you.
That had 2%
I'm glad the way you did it, because I think the way you did it actually helped me, because I think I have a deeper recesses into my mind to be able to pull things out. I think that would help me versus some people where if you play just a short snippet, sometimes my brain doesn't pick it up right away.
I think allowing you to pass and come back to the song definitely was some strategy. All right, you want to get hit in the face with the speed round?
That's by the way, the listeners can't see it, but that's the guy I was talking about from the show.
Yeah, she looks kind of hot. So
wait, no, I'm talking about the guy.
Yeah, I didn't say.
That's Daphne next to him.
Oh, okay.
God, you're stupid.
Did she look all right at the show?
We're talking about physical looks.
Oh, okay.
We're in the speed round.
Okay. So, all right. So you mentioned last night
physical looks.
In your 1 a.m. text, you said something about Riot Squad now has T-shirts.
Yeah, like
they almost
touch on this. Like my thought process was they finally looked at him and they're like, why the fuck would these three girls hang out and be on the same side? And they're like, let's give them all T-shirts to show unity.
Yeah,
and they made
the
T-shirts.
And then Sarah Logan looked terrible. Did you see all that again? Makeup, all that shit that she was wearing on her face.
Yeah, she looked bad, and
she looked awful. And she's dead in the ring. What are we doing? What are we doing? We're calling up people that aren't ready.
Well, it looked bad, like, physically. Oh, God, it sucks we're, like, demeaning somebody's... Yeah, her makeup, I'll agree. I saw that didn't look good, but I don't really remember if it looked better before or whatever.
The problem is, look, nobody's listening. They're not listening to our podcast. Sarah Logan is not listening to my podcast. She is not attractive physically or in the face. And she's not a very good wrestler or a talker. I don't understand the point of calling her up. I don't get it.
You wouldn't have kicked her out of bed.
Yeah, I would.
No. What? You have been with not truckloads of women. Truckloads of a woman. That's worse. Sarah Logan would have been a godsend at that time period.
Sorry.
So anyway, Sarah, if you're
Sarah
listening,
Logan's got like a... No. Look, she could listen to the show.
Yeah. And then she's going to write in, and we're going to lose all of our big WWE guests.
Because the worst wrestler on the roster wrote in, we're going to lose listeners. We're going to gain listeners.
True, it would probably help. But anyway,
it would help. Come on.
I'm saying, by the way, Sarah Logan, trust me, you would have been a catch for old JB.
Oh no, please, nope. JB would have been like, you know what? I'm fine with Civilization 6. I could just play that for a few hours. You just head on down the street to my friend Fat Sam.
I'm fine with killing my prostate. Anyway. The next topic you have here, which I heard about, but you showed me before we started.
So Sheamus is doing a bunch of crazy videos, and like he did this one where he did snow angels in Toronto, which is insane because it was probably like negative 10 degrees there. And do you think he's got a new career on his hands?
That's exactly. I think he's preparing for the wind down of his WWE career because he's got that whole spinal stenosis thing.
Yeah, it sucks.
And I think if he's saved his money. Who knows how much of it he has, but he's done some acting.
He was Bebop, too.
He's got a unique look to him. He could be starting to prepare for the second, the after wrestling type thing. And I think when we'll see Sheamus go out, I think is going to be at some point the inevitable Cesaro-Sheamus breakup.
Yeah.
Put Cesaro over and maybe walk into the sunset and start doing stupid Sheamus crazy videos like...
It is fun to watch.
Naked Snow Angels for 40 seconds.
If you guys get a chance, just look it up. I think...
He did Naked Snow Angels. He jumped into like a freezing cold like body of water
Yeah, I think Jay Lucky found it on Twitter. I'm not sure what the actual website is.
No, she went on Google. She found it earlier. What she did was she was Googling naked Sheamus just out of the blue.
Just out of the blue.
Because that's what she wanted to say.
She wanted to
see it came up. Yeah.
It's actually on YouTube. It's on Twitter, but it's a link to his YouTube.
Yeah, she knows where all of it
knows
is.
exactly
That's what she looks at.
You should see the search. You should see her search history.
She
It's
does
sick.
workout videos
She's just
there.
sick.
It's probably just naked and then all different WWE wrestlers like naked Reigns,
Roman,
naked
Cena,
Rufus. Naked Rufus.
Naked Rufus.
That might not get what she wants, but
Naked Rufus. Yeah, it's none of Naked JB, I'll tell you that much. I don't even know.
Dude, how about I know it's not on here, but again, dude, the Rufus and English is some of the most entertaining stuff going on.
Yourself.
It's some of the most entertaining stuff like going on. He sang this week. It was great.
It is, yes. It's very awesome that he's getting the fans to love him and stuff. I don't like that he's necessarily over as a comedy act. That's the only thing.
They're going to turn this
I
corner
like that
hopefully
he's
at
over.
some point. He's going to snap, and then
No.
Lana's going to come back, and he's going to go back to being a heel, but he's now got better with the mic, and it's. I'm just hoping the best because I like Rufus.
Me too. I think that most people who enjoy watching wrestling realize a talent when they see it,
right?
And it's just a
big looking brute type guy should.
I don't like that he's
well.
over as a comedy act. I'll just put that out there and say that. Okay, so the third part of the speed round, I wanted to touch on it because Jay Lucky and I obviously caught it while we were looking
That's
at
what
women's
you guys
makeup.
do. You apparently just watch wrestling and demean people for their bodies.
And Jay Lucky, you got to back me up on this.
Body hair.
JoJo is looking a little chunky in the ring with her announcing.
Probably because she's happily in love with Bray Wyatt, and everybody knows you put on some pounds once you're comfortable and in love.
What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah.
It's not a thing.
That is a thing.
It's not a thing.
Oh, it's a thing.
What's your
Trust me,
excuse?
Google it. What do you mean, what's my excuse? No, but that's yo-yo dieting. But no, it's a proven fact that people will start to gain weight in a relationship once they're like comfortable and happy.
Comfort weight.
Yeah. So
she's on national TV every week.
And by the way, do you know that her dad is insane? So if he is listening to the show, he will fucking find us.
He'll call up and be like, you know what? You were right. She's got a little gut on her now.
I don't think he will.
I can see her belly button.
Do you not see the videos of her dad from the minor league game or whatever where he went insane?
Yeah, I know, but it doesn't mean he's going to come to Reading.
Oh, now he knows where we live. Jose Offerman is more than crazy enough to do this. And he's got nothing going on, probably. So if you're listening
I can see Jose Offerman's daughter's belly button through her dress on Monday night. That tells me
that she needs a new wardrobe?
Yeah.
You were going to say she needs to lose weight. I'm a smart person, and I know how to talk about it. Like, she might need a new wardrobe. Maybe some of her things are getting tight.
Okay, either a new wardrobe or a new diet or a new boyfriend who doesn't accept her for who she is.
So you're saying the eater of worlds is making her the eater of things?
She's the eater of buffets.
I like JoJo.
I'm sure you like JoJo. I like JoJo.
And she had some nudes leaked, by the way, on the internet.
Oh.
Like they all have. Like that was.
How was her gut?
News,
How was her gut in those?
No, she looked really good.
Was her gut?
And she's short. You know, I like short. So
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't like tall or short.
You don't like anything.
I don't like anything.
Yeah.
Just they're all disgusting.
I know, pretty much.
Really?
Yeah.
So you don't mind
that? Getting deeper and deeper.
I don't mind that either.
Yourself in.
So the fact that she's put on weight and she's still wearing the same tight dresses that she was 2 or 3 weeks ago doesn't bother you
Maybe
at all?
her income level right now isn't allowing her to get the new dresses. I mean, 52 weeks a year.
She's the announcer in WWE.
Do you think they provide that stuff? Like, you figure, because if she literally announces 52 weeks, and I know house shows she can rewear stuff, but Raw, you're really not going to rewear anything.
I'm sure they give her the outfits. I'm sure Vince was like, put this on. She's like, I can't get in it. Put it on. Well, she clearly wasn't anything to cinch her in, because I'm telling you, I saw navel.
Oh, I saw what you saw because you told me about it ahead of time. I saw what you saw, but it's
okay,
not like
so,
I was like.
So I told you ahead of time, and then you saw it. What was your reaction?
I was like, okay, he's right. She gained some weight,
and you were like, that's disgusting.
No, and I was like, she would still perceive things in a heartbeat.
I'm not debating whether she received things, but if you're going to be on, national television, worldwide television,
fat shaming again.
Shouldn't she?
You want Nia Jax off TV
stop
altogether?
I love the eater of buffets. That's great. Maybe we should just end it right now because I've pretty much How many people have I pissed off in this episode tonight, besides the woman I'm going to go to bed with tonight?
Oh, you thought you were going to bed with. That couch is looking mighty comfortable.
Oh, my
You should have
God.
hit one of your laugh track things there with it.
Ooh, I do have an ooh laugh track, which I'm sure you guys all heard after you listened to the Dorky Awards last week, which I'm extremely proud of.
Christ, we're at 50-some minutes.
Yeah, we hit an hour, yeah. This is a long-ass thing here.
Yeah, this is
That's
like...
what she said.
Yeah.
All right, so if you have not already, please follow us at Wrestling Dorks. Please follow this fuck over here at The Real SCAB.
Almost 410 followers strong.
And now he's doing high school
basketball.
Oh, I got to touch on one other thing. Wrestling. Yeah. It's not wrestling. It's wrestling related, but it's really gross. You got to check out and go back and watch Raw on your DVR, okay? And check out Goldust balls.
Oh yeah. Remember I said the thing about you were? I'm like, I was shocked about Goldust being the tag team partner, and you were like,
I didn't do that.
Yeah.
No. Go back and watch that match. He goes up for a moonsault, and at one point he bends over, and you can see he has
he's got
enormous balls.
He's wearing like
it's
a
like
tight,
he's smuggling plums in there or something. It's ridiculous.
You see what this guy watches? You really got to watch this guy. He's looking for balls.
I wasn't looking for it. I didn't actually see it on Monday. I watched the recap.
You rewatched it for balls.
I mean, I watched the recap. Things
I'm starting
on
questions
Tuesdays
and things.
Not
Not that there's anything wrong with that. You want to?
There's something wrong with it if you're going to bed with a woman.
You want to look for things with balls and balls.
No,
that's cool.
Seriously, I wish I had the DVR.
That you're not attracted to. So
yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. Luckily, you're gross, so I don't have to worry about it.
I think Goldust is probably what he's more into right now.
If you guys get a chance and you have your DVR up, go back and watch it.
When he's about to hit that, and I'm going to hit a low point in my life where I go back to look at Goldust balls. Like maybe it's just too because he's wearing something so tight that it's going to
I'm sure it is that too, but I'm telling you, if mine were in that onesie or leotard or whatever, they wouldn't look like giant softballs.
Maybe he set that up.
You think he stuffed something in there?
Yeah, he's like, this will be funny.
Oh, it's funny. It looks like it's really. I can't stop doing this with my hands. I can't. Oh my God!
Did you Google anything on like Goldust balls?
I'm sure it's on her search. I'm sure it's on her search history. So
anyway, as we're talking about Goldust balls at the
Real came out of nowhere. Download us on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, and iHeartRadio. TapTapPod.com if you want to just listen to us straight up there. You don't have to go to any of those wacky websites. Sam, do you have anything else to add this week?
How does that work if people just go to the website? Like, because I know we're constantly trying to get more and more downloads. Because the more downloads we get, the better the show's going to get. Because we're going to be able to get things like better equipment, and we're going to be able to get things like maybe better guests we could possibly pay for.
I don't know if that counts as a download or not. Because technically that's not a download because you're streaming it straight from the website.
Right.
I don't know if that. Because you can just go in there and hit play, but I'm sure that Libsyn counts that as something.
I wonder if it goes through.
It's got to.
Yeah, we got to talk to Nick about that because in my mind,
are we getting gypped on our download numbers?
I'm saying maybe we don't push anybody to the website,
or
don't release anything to the website. That's the thing. Maybe it's only old stuff on the website, or is it up on the website?
No, it's up on the website right away. It's all right there.
I guess we could start doing advertising on the website if the website's getting enough views.
Yeah,
I'm sure. I didn't even look. Do we do like Google ads on our website? I mean, I used to run a website that I had Google ads on. I had no visitors to it.
Yeah, I don't know what's on our website.
Because you can make mad money.
I go on the website, and honestly, I download some of the episodes stream them straight from the website. It's just easier to see what's new on there.
Right.
It really is easy though, guys. If you listen to the Guerrilla Press every week and you want to hear what else is on the network, you can go on there and see what comes out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and it's all boom, 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 right there.
Yeah, I saw Nick is doing some market research on whether everything should be split up. I saw you put a poll out on the Twitter.
Yeah.
So we go ahead, check out Tapped Out Nick's poll. Let him know whether you think the network should be split up.
Check out the Real SCAP's poll while you're at it. Ladies.
Well, we were just talking about Goldust balls, so why don't we talk about Tapped Out Nick's fucking poll?
All right, well, anything else you want to add? I already asked you once. Going twice?
No.
All right, well, we will see you next week for another episode of the Guerrilla Press.
Later.